The Only Good Indians is a horror novel by Stephen Graham Jones. Now, this is my second book of the author. I recently read My Heart is a Chainsaw, which I thought was only okay. It was like a homage to slasher movies, but it was kind of tonally all over the place. This one is a lot more well-rounded. In fact, I enjoyed this one a lot more, to be honest. It's about four Native American friends. Some of them live off the reservation and some of them are still there. But there's a key moment in their past where they did something that they weren't proud of, that they tried to cover up. And it's leading up to a sort of entity that is coming after them. And now, 10 years later, now that they've moved on and they've built up their lives a little bit, they have more to lose. So we start with a really stark opening with one character who is outside of a bar getting harassed. And then we jump to the other characters. So the second character, Ricky, he gets the most development, I think. You get like his sort of backstory. There's a lot going on with his current job, his wife, and then they jump to the last two characters. So they each get haunted in their own way. So all four of them eventually face the entity. They also introduce other little characters too, like illegitimate children, side characters that also have a brush with the entity as well. So overall, very atmospheric. This one, I listened to it on audiobook. I read My Heart is a Chainsaw. It might be a bit different in the form, but I really like the atmosphere. The prose definitely seemed a lot easier to absorb when it's being read to you. So whenever they go off on a tangent about something, it doesn't feel as awkward. But I really liked the character work and the grim horror elements that were just really haunting. They were really mesmerizing. They were just deep. There's that personal touch because the author is also Native American. And it's just, the racism aspect isn't pushed too hard as well. I like that too. It wasn't just because they're Native, but it plays a little bit of a part for some of the characters and not the others. But I really like that authenticity. And then there's also the horror elements that were just super crazy and unsettling, especially the finale. The finale feels a little bit drawn out, but I really like the finale. It feels like a really good movie just put on the page or whatever. So I really like I dug the characters, I dug the entity. I really like the character work. They threw in some flashbacks. Yeah, the ending was a little bit on the rush side, but it's still overall a really strong horror novel that chilled me to the bone. I really like the characters and everything about it. So I give The Only Good Indians a 3.5 out of 5.